Oh, thank you. I totally forgot to turn on the mic. Oh, man. Oh, I should have woken up. Thanks for feedback. I'm going to be joining you folks soon. Let's do this streamception. I've been talking to Fendo. Fendo has started live streaming again, and then I've talked to Tezos, and they were always live streams. So think like, okay, how can we combine? Yeah. Nah, see you in a bit. I'm gonna be there. Start any moment now. Okay, that's a sign. I gotta go. Wake up. I'll leave the water here. Okay, let's see how this is gonna go. Pause.
Across Tezos and bring on builders shaping the space. Tonight we're talking games, and not just any games. We've got Nikolay Mitev, co-founder and CEO of Sugarverse.io, joining us. Sugarverse just launched their new Match 3 PvP mobile title, and it's already bringing fast, competitive play to Tezos. We'll hear how it came together, what players can expect, and where the team is headed next. Hold that thought. We've got a few updates to cover first before we get into tonight's main event. It's Stake-tember, and if you've been putting off staking, now's probably the best time to start. The latest article from Cryptonio breaks down why rewards are up, emissions are down, and how the whole network benefits when more people lock in. He also clears up a few lingering misconceptions around staking on Tezos, like how long the lockup really is. Hint, it's not 21 days. And whether you're giving up custody. You're not. It's all in the article, now live over at news.tezoscommons.org. A longtime Tezos favorite just got a full makeover. xtzchad.xyz is now tez.cool. Same playful energy, new polish. It's still the go to spot for on chain tools like Baker comparisons, whale tracking, and wallet flowcharts, but now there's more. Calming staking dashboards, floating staking maps, and even an NFT powered messaging system. It's part analytics, part art project, fully community built. If you haven't checked it out in a while or never even knew it existed, the full tour is up now over at spotlight.tezos.com. If you want to stay up on what is going on in Tezos without chasing updates all week, the baking sheet has you covered. It's a weekly email that rounds up the biggest projects, news, and community updates. No noise, just what matters. You can sign up at bakingsheet.tezoscommons.org. Quick reminder about the Tezos Community Rewards Program and how to make sure your nominations count. There are two ways to nominate someone. First, go to tezoscommons.org/rewards and fill out the short form. Second, you can nominate directly on social media. Just make sure to use the hashtag TezosCRP. That's the only tag we track. If you use just hashtag CRP, it won't count. Now, if you're tagging someone's post, that's fine. The post shows what they did. But if you're making your own post, like a list of names, you need to include a short note about what each person did. That kind of context will add more weight to your nomination. So again, use the form on the site or tag hashtag TezosCRP with a category and a reason. That's how we make sure people get recognized for actual contributions, not just popularity. Well, that's what's happening this week, so now it's time to get into the fun part. Joining us is Nikolay Mitev of Sugarverse.io. The new Match 3 PvP mobile game Sugar Match just launched, and we're excited to hear about everything that's happening. Welcome, welcome, Kryptonio, Nikolay, welcome. How are you, gentlemen?
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me here. Thank you, Banks. Thank you, Kryptonio, for your invitation in your wife currently. So I'm very happy to be with the whole public and to tell more about the game, share more insights from the game, and where we're going.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Awesome. We're glad to have you here, Nikolai. And yeah, I'm also very excited for this interview. I know that Blanks has prepared some really good questions. And yeah, we were all excited to see Sugar Match launch. And we tried it as well, obviously.
I
So
can't.
yeah,
I
it's
can't
pretty,
mute
pretty
the
fun. So yeah,
video.
let's get it.
All right, so from puzzle to battle, Sugar Match
There.
starts with the familiar
There,
Match
I
3
can do that
setup,
here.
but turns it into live competition. When did you first realize that idea could really work?
I think this is the main idea that we focused at the beginning. So what we saw was around 2 3 years ago was the emerge of Web3 gaming. So Axie Infinity, Stepan, and many other famous games that were the new guys in the town. It was a brand new industry, and we saw a lot of potential, a lot of excitement in the Web3 community. And I think we wanted to excite them even more with PvP matches between the players. And also,
So
we
it's a
were thinking
PvP
also
thing.
about the bad things in the space, like, for example, that they're not
I guess I might
sustainable,
as well
their
start.
reward systems are not sustainable. So we wanted to push even further and make those reward system more sustainable. And so we think about how what is the industry that a lot of people are putting their effort, they're putting their money. They know that the chance they're winning is not so great, but of course they're playing again and again and again. And one of those is the online poker. Of course, most of the players are losing their money, but there are also big winners there. You know, some very famous names, and there are also tournaments, and they play each other. and of course, the company that builds the biggest online
Basically,
poker
the money's
sites,
coming from the
they
losers.
earn massive sums. So we're talking
but
about billions there. And we took
but it makes sense, right?
mechanic from those poker sites and poker games, which is called spin to win, and put it in a casual game where it's not you're not betting on your work, but you're betting on your. It's not bad, but you have an entry, and after that you have some skill. So it's only skill based game. You can set a different kind of strategy, and you can use it against your opponents.
So, was there a big design hurdle you had to overcome once you decided to add live opponents to this format?
I think this is the core thing to have live opponents or play against other players, because if you're playing against the environment, against us in any game, so we're gonna give and we're gonna sponsor the rewards, and even we're possibly we could be with a big bank in our big pockets. We cannot sponsor forever. And when it's the other case, when the players are playing against other players, we can do it indefinitely. So we're not sponsoring the rewards of the winners, but the losing players are going to sponsor the rewards of the winners. So in this case, if we have enough players to play the games, we're not gonna sponsor any rewards. The rewards are gonna be stable and high, but in the same time, the company is gonna profit and make something from the fees that we're getting.
Now, how would you explain Rumble, Arena, and VIB to someone just picking up the game for the first time?
Yeah, I know that we're currently developing a bigger tutorial for the players. The idea was to push the game as fast as as we can. So this was the main idea. We prefer to have something built and real users using our product, and after that, building over on top of it, rather than waiting years and years for the product to come, and after that people are playing again, but there are, of course, always gonna be
And then
some bugs
latency
and
everywhere.
something is not gonna work as it should work. But in general, there are like three type of lobbies for now, and they're gonna increase in future. This is very
It's a
important to say.
crypto scam.
And the Rumble mode is more about getting started, play more, and try more about to explore the game. So this is the mode that you're gonna explore the game. You're gonna explore all the boosters. What are they doing? How are they doing? Also, it's not necessary to put your money. You can just grind and earn your way to the top of the ladder. But the next lobby is arena mode. So the arena mode is the real deal. In arena mode, you're gonna put as a buy-in G candy, which in future you're gonna convert into candy, and there it's gonna match you against other two players. But in this lobby, you're gonna choose your boosters, because in the first lobby where you're playing the Rumble, there is a roulette that is giving you some random boosters. But after you know all the boosters, what are they doing, and you make your strategy, then you can choose your boosters, choose your lobbies. If you want, you can go big. And of course, there is a VIB lobby, which for now it's for whales, let's say it that way. It's the biggest lobby for now, but there are gonna be even bigger lobbies. And the idea here is that some of these lobbies are gonna be uh, players are gonna play them only if they have NFTs. Currently, we don't have NFTs in the game, but it's in our roadmap, and we're gonna have pretty soon in the game.
Sabotage is baked into Sugar Match. You can wreck someone's combo before they wreck yours. What's the most memorable moment you've seen of that in action?
Yeah, so here the whole team, we were talking about how to make all the boosters, because we think in every casual game, like match 3 game,
Online.
because there are like hundreds of match 3 games out there, but we should be special in some way. And we think about, did you somewhere seen any game that there are some offensive boosters, that are some defensive boosters against other players? And me personally, I haven't seen such games, and we wanted to make it much more interesting with a lot of more combinations, a lot more strategies, etc. So we're gonna add also more boosters in the game. Currently, we have three kind of categories. So there are score boosters, there are offensive boosters, and there are defensive boosters. So the interesting idea here is that when you use your offensive boosters, you can, for example, blind your player screen, which is something that I haven't seen in any other game, by the way, to blind your screen. And it's not very easy. You still can match the tiles, but it's not very easy.
Barely.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know if you have tried, but combo of fog and ice cream, which is like walking some of your tiles, it's like almost impossible to match candy to match
It is
tiles.
utterly impossible. He's very bad. He's like, nah, it's not. It's kind of bad. It's horrible.
Yeah, now imagine if you play against two players that play only these two. So it's gonna be very hard to play. Of course, there are also some defense boosters that you can use to stop those attacks.
I have no idea what
And
they're talking
here
about, by the
the
way.
game goes to another level and more
I
strategy is
think
involved.
I think I
So
kind of get it. I think
maybe at lower levels where you play with not so good players.
my mom and
because
dad
it's
used
normal
to
that
be
they don't have so
addicted to
much
Candy Crush. They're
candy.
playing something else now.
If they don't bother, you're gonna play
These types of games are very popular.
one,
You
one
know,
strategy, but when you
a lot
move
of
to
gamers
another
might
level
scoff at
where
it, but
players are more professional and they're already with, I don't know, 100 games behind their back,
if you can get my
you're
mom
gonna
to play it,
another strategy. And
yeah,
there are some players that they
that's
have
something.
much more than 100 players already, 100 matches already. And yeah, this is the
I'm
core
gonna-
concept. So you play against your friends or some anonymous people, but you want to win, and you make your best strategy. And of course, we know that
I'm gonna listen to it in the background a bit.
OG.
You can go to this link if you wanna hear it yourself.
But for this, we need more users.
Share.
New users to give their opinion and to see what's happening in different games, so we can balance the game as much as we can.
Actually,
Until it becomes, until they start talking about something that I can
last time I checked,
comment on.
download.
They're kind of getting in the weeds of the gameplay, you know.
Base user base actually from the start. What's the feedback so far? Have you found?
Oh,
any
yeah,
bugs
actually,
or
I wanna
anything
know
like
this.
that? Has there been enough feedback with just these 10,000 people, let's say, from the beginning?
Yeah, very good question. So at the beginning, we thought that we predicted that we're gonna have around 10,000 unique active wallets or users that played our game in the first month, and I can say that we are overachieving this. So month is has not passed, and we already have over 20,000. So demand
Hey,
is
that's
real,
not bad.
and we are hearing from all sides how fun is the game, how interesting it is, and there are some people that can't stop playing it. And I'm talking here.
But the PvP
about
thing is
not
really
only Web3
the
players,
hook,
or
you know,
also
and what
Web2
makes it
players,
different,
so
and the
normal
crypto
people
stuff.
that they don't even knew about crypto before this game, so they entered the crypto with this game. So this is their first wallet, for example, because we're making a new wallet for every user that is registered in the game. So this is their first wallet. This is their first transactions, even on the back end. But they are
Oh,
now
there's 3 people.
able to use those wallets and
No.
enter the Tezos ecosystem.
Yeah, there's 3
Bitcoin
people.
ecosystem, and to use them for other things. of course. And yeah, I think most of the reviews are that the game is very fun and very addictive. But of course, there are some bugs, bug reports, and it's good always to have those because those are also
I
very
see, I
important
see.
because we want
So it's
to
like
make the
Candy
game even better.
Crush.
We're making a new update every week.
Yeah, sorry for talking over, but you know, you can hear the recording later.
A lot of
But
things coming out, and very soon, by the way.
yeah, I feel like the common me
Awesome. And since you said there are
reacting to it, you know, it's part of the.
going
But it does look fun, actually. So it's like Candy Crush, but you're playing against opponents, which is kind of
I know
haven't
this
seen
is,
that too
something
much.
That, a lot of people are
And then it has
asking for.
crypto,
We thought about this,
and there's
at the beginning,
some
and we
gambling
prefer to
elements
start
to
the
it,
game
I
without
think.
this function. The reason behind it is
So I guess you
because
do your combo or
if you
whatever,
play
and then
with
you
another
do the other
person,
combo.
if you
Like,
play against a
so you
third
play with the
person,
same
you're
board,
gonna
but
be
you
like
play the
2
game in the
versus
same
1,
way, and
so
you're
gonna
competing.
have big advantage.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so you're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
have
I could
big
see how
advantage,
it
and
could be really
you can
addicting.
wait,
Yeah.
for example, to get those rewards, not X2, but for example X100 multiplayer, and then you're gonna push with your friend, and you're gonna most definitely one is gonna only do offensive boosters, the other is gonna do only points boosters, and this way
Oh my
it
God! What the?
potentially. But this is something we're thinking. When are we gonna?
I wasn't
Uh,
expecting to see this.
when are we gonna put it in the game? I
Staking?
cannot say. But this is one of the functions that we are thinking to include.
It's so weird. You can earn interest on your
When
candy,
players could coordinate versus the third player.
on your gaming
I know that me and
tokens.
Blacks would do it probably. Right, Blacks?
No. Yes, I
not-
would. Yes, I would.
You're not such a guy.
I like to win. It's not that I'm. Well, I come from the casino industry. We're called advantaged players, technically. I guess we like to take advantage of small edges and then press them. Not necessarily like glitch into the sky and call it. And this is about you. Players earn G candy as they play, and I'm going to go this way because you're talking about wallets, which ties into season rewards. How do you explain that system to someone new?
Yeah, so all the G candies are gonna be, not all of them. You can see that when you come in the lobby, in the game, we're giving you something as a reward to start playing with, and you can see that all of the rewards that you earn in the rumble mode, you cannot they're walk. So there are two kind of let me just check. Oh, there are two kinds of G candies. There are available G candies, and there are bonus G candies. So the bonus G candies, you cannot withdraw them instantly. So play only with the energy all day, all night, and after that withdraw them. You must also play in the other lobby. So you must play in the arena or VIP, with where the buying is also G candy. The idea behind this is that you
Oh,
of
you can
course
get
can
unique,
earn there is
unique.
earning potential, but for those that are putting only effort
I guess
and
these are
free time, and
NFTs,
they're
huh?
not buying candy
Technically.
and converting it into G candy, it should be a little bit
Yeah, and then you get a
harder
little
to
bit of
withdraw
an
those money.
advantage in game. Ooh.
So the idea is that all the G candies are gonna be that are available are gonna be convertible, and vice versa.
Sugar
The
Match.
candies, which is our candy token,
Tokenomics.
is gonna be
Oh my god.
convertible to G candy. So if you want to join the game, and you want to put in your tokens,
There is a single
working for
player.
you can go to the game, exchange them for the G candies, and start playing, for example, VAB lobbies, and earn a lot. There is a lot of earning potential there. So the
I should
idea
get
is
my
that,
parents addicted to this game.
We're gonna release this swap mechanic
That's
later
a
this year.
claiming portal.
We want to
Okay, that's
grow to a certain
that's
number of
another thing.
users where we
Roadmap.
knew that it's balanced. Because not only the users are gonna withdraw G candies and they're gonna exchange to the token, but we want also to get there that there are a lot of users that they hold
Is
our token and
Nikolay?
want
Is
to
that
put
who's
it back in the
speaking?
game. And when we achieve those kind of numbers, I think we're gonna open the swap mechanic, and this is gonna be this year. And also there is a loyalty season campaign that is running currently. Maybe a lot of our community members, Web3 community members, know about them, but I'm still uh, saying about it. So it's very interesting leaderboard
Oh, it's
outside the
actually a
game. It's
pretty
on
big
our
team.
website,
Dang.
universe.io.
Thought it was going to be just
And
like
there you can join
3
the
or 4
loyalty
people, you
season.
know.
You can make all the tasks and you can climb up the leaderboards. So the first users that are the hardcore users, of
White
course,
paper.
they're going
Oh,
to
they
be
made a
rewarded
white
much more than the
paper.
rest. But everyone that
People
has
still do
played
that.
at least one game in our game, he's gonna be rewarded something.
That's awesome. Now, when you think about the rewards loop long term, what's the effect you want it to have on the way people play?
So I think the
Oh, man.
optimal way of people playing is that they're putting much and more candy to G candy, so they're buying our token, and they're investing in G candy. And I can explain why it's gonna happen in some time. When we achieve certain number of users, we don't care about how much free tokens we're gonna give for the new users, because there are a lot of other users that they want to play the high roller lobbies, and we're gonna win from them, because now there are
15,
like
yeah, that
2,
seems
3,
reasonable.
5, 10, I think 50 or 100 and 1000x multiplier.
10 to
And we have
15%
calculated that
is like, I think, a
100,000 games,
reasonable
we're
allocation,
gonna
you know,
earn
to the
7% margin on those games. So
founding
we're
team.
gonna earn those money back in the game, and we're gonna distribute to the company and to other like burning mechanic and so on. But when we got a lot of users that are high rollers, this is the moment that we can say we're sustainable in the long run.
Sugar Match launched as part of Apple Farm. What did joining Apple Farm add to your launch?
Yeah, so I'm very grateful to our friends from Apple Farm to having us there. We have a second competition for those that don't
Wait,
know.
no, these are actual
And,
Apple farms.
it's not a competition, but it's more about staking of our token, let's say that way. So all the people that are holding our token, Candy token, on their Etherlink wallets, their their return now is around 70% yearly, and we're rewarding them. We want to attract more people and more Web3 people to the game by this
Where's their main
by
site?
these tasks
Is
which
it-
we have
yeah, yeah.
in the Apple Farm. We're distributing over $50,000 in rewards for the whole season, which
There it
I
is.
don't know how long it was, but I think it's still more than 2 months going in. So you have a chance to join it and to earn your candy tokens.
70%
Join them in our
APR.
game and play. And this is in essence the whole campaign.
I am definitely.
You can make a lot of money if
enjoying
you play your
that second
cards
one.
right
Thank
here.
you. Yes. So players can jump in with Apple or Google IDs, or even as a guest before thinking about wallets. Why did you go with that setup for launch?
Yeah, and it's gonna stay as it is. We think that most of the games outside. So if you go and go in Dapper, go in the game section, and start playing how much you game, whatever number you want of those games, I'm sure that Sugar Match is gonna be the easiest one to start. So this is very important. It's very important not only for gamers, but also for Web3 people, but especially for gamers, because as much steps at the beginning you have to join a certain game, it's gonna discourage more and more people. And this is like a rule, it's a golden rule. So if we have just one step, play as a guest or connect with Apple or Google, it's very easy for all the users out there, because most of them are gonna do it. And we're gonna attract almost everyone that has downloaded the game. And with mobile games, many of those games you should, there is a very long track of starting the game, and you just want to see what's the game about. And when you see the game after, for example, 5 minutes of signing transactions with your MetaMask or with doing some other efforts, it's very annoying. And you say, is this is it worth it to put so much effort and so much of your time to just start this crappy game? And we don't want to be like this. We want to be easier, faster, and this is like a very positive also for our users.
This is an obvious one, and I apologize, but do you see the style of onboarding continuing into future Sugarverse titles?
Yeah, absolutely. This is something that we see a positive feedback, and I don't think we're gonna change it. Also, the three people that are playing each other is gonna be something that we're gonna use in all our other games. And there are gonna be some games that you have never seen PvP, but we're gonna put in those games PvP elements, and it's gonna be something new. I'm sure it's gonna be exciting.
So, what have you seen in terms of guest play versus wallet connection so far?
Sorry, can you repeat again, please?
What have you seen like in terms of guest play versus the wallet connections? Are people just signing up, or are they opting to stay guests? Like, have you seen much happening there?
So a lot of them are connecting their wallets. So let's say it that way. But those are the Web3 players. And you know that if we count only on Web3 players, we are strongly limited. So this is not very good. We want to onboard the people. We want to onboard your grandma, your mother. We want to onboard everyone. So everyone that is playing those kind of games, and their countries, for example, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, they're playing like 80% of the people are playing there, some kind of game. So UAE, so United Arab Emirates, they're playing 90% of the population. They're playing games, and they're playing all kinds of games, of course, but they're not 90% in Web3. You know that. So it's good for us to be simple and to get them wallets instantly, and after that give them the opportunity to get their seed phrases for those wallets and to use them for something else, for example to stake something on Apple Farm, or to exchange it for Bitcoin, or I don't know, they would be interested in other things in the future, I'm sure.
Season 1 is already underway. What stands out to you about this first season?
So you mean the loyalty campaign?
Yeah, everything so far. Is there anything that's been super standout? Has it been? I mean, I know you have launched. For people who don't know, our guest here has launched many successful titles in the mobile world. Web 2 is a place that I need to be taking note. I need to classes. I need to sign up for classes and then pick this man's brain. This is how has this season been treating you?
Yeah, so we're talking about Sugar Match. Yeah. So Sugar Match, I think I already told you that we're overachieving, because we're not in a full like campaign of I'm talking about marketing campaign and so on. At the beginning, we even didn't push a lot in the campaign because we wanted to fix the biggest problems in the game before we start pushing hard on the marketing. Now we are starting to push harder and harder, and I think in terms of users, we're overachieving, so overperforming. So now we have 20,000. I think until end of the month we can easily push, and it's like 2 weeks away. We can easily push to 30,000, and from there on, I think sky is the limit. I think hundreds thousands of players are gonna play this game, and as we're pushing with marketing, there are gonna be a lot of players that are playing it.
That's awesome. Now, Sugarverse has more titles on the way. Where does Sugar Match fit into that bigger picture?
Yeah. So it's the main one. So it's because it's first. We wanted to prove our concept. For now, it's proving us more right rather than wrong. And I think it's gonna be the game that is gonna start the whole ignition. So it's gonna be a lot more games are coming out. We have even started on our second game, and uh, there are gonna be very interesting games coming out. We're of course gonna listen our community what kind of games they would prefer to
That
play
reminds me, I
after
need to
Sugar
set up
Match.
my music
What are
stuff.
their
So I'm gonna let this run for a
favorite
while, and
genres
then you
that
can
they're
see me
playing,
set up in
and
the back.
if
I'm gonna,
there's a match with their
I gotta
desire and
turn this
what we
off because
could
it's
build and what we
gonna get
see with our
feedback.
vision, we're gonna do it.
But
So we have also a voting a mechanic in our with our token, which is gonna come in the coming I don't know months. And
alrighty, alrighty.
when we gonna choose what are we gonna build for the third game, most likely not for the second, because I thought we already started for the second, but for the third game we're gonna ask all the token holders what are their desires, what they see it super hyped around, and so on. We have seen some genres that are coming out recently, very interesting. For example, tower defense. A lot of people are now playing tower defense, and it's coming out again, something
Please
interesting
do
for
that.
the gamers. Sorry.
Please do that. Please do that. I want a tower defense game. Honestly,
Okay.
I love them.
Yeah, so you're one of the fans of the fans of the tower defense. Yeah. So imagine now you play against two other people, and now you can make some offensive actions against them. What do you think about it?
I'm already
Yeah, sign me
addicted.
up.
I'm already
Sign,
addicted.
s-
I'm already
sign me up for
tapping.
the beta. Just for the beta,
Sign me
sign
up
me
for
up.
the alpha. I'll go through the hell, please.
Uh,
Uh,
anyway, it's
by the
like
way, Nicole, sorry to interrupt you. I just want to clarify something. I do remember when you launched, and it was season one, the loyalty season, it was called. And I thought that that was going to run for 4 months. But now I see that you are on season three of your loyalty program. Is that a different thing, or are the seasons shorter? Like, how do they work?
yeah, we make 1 day season. Joking. No, no. So there was season one, and it was only focused on the token. It wasn't focused on the game. So there was a season two, which was intermediary season, and now season three is only focused to the game. And in reality, season three is what is for now the most interesting season. But the game has launched on 26th of August, so 20 days from now.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, you're creating an entire universe. Do all the games tie together, or does each bring something totally different?
So they're gonna bring you something different. For example, they're gonna be in different styles, different genres, but they're all gonna be mobile games. And at the beginning, it was very long ago. We wanted to make like a metaverse, like games, like all those crazy stuff, because metaverse at that point of time was the hype thing and so on. But of course, we pivoted because I don't think it's worth it to join this race at the current moment. It's not the right moment, and we stick to the things that we know how to build, and those are games, and especially mobile games. And all of the games that we're gonna build in the Sugarverse saga are gonna be mobile games, but they're gonna have something in similar. For example, the mechanics are gonna look very similar, so it's gonna be easy for new users, not new users, but for existing users, sorry, to join those games and to navigate around. But they're gonna have something different between them, of course. Like some are gonna be, for example, tower defense. Other are gonna be match three. The next one can be like something like Archero or something like, for example, race game. And the NFTs that we're gonna push, and this is the reason why we're not pushing, because now they don't have so much utility. We don't have so much community. We don't have so much demand. I know that some guys there, I saw those comments also, that they were asking about NFTs and when they're coming, what's going with the NFTs. Aren't we gonna launch them? Why are not we launching them with the game? So the reason is we're not giving you enough utility for now. And also, if we push with the NFTs now, it's not gonna be the perfect moment for us. But once uh, we make the ecosystem bigger, we have a lot of strong community members that are playing the game, that are not only playing the game, but they're following us around and they want to know all the updates. Then it's gonna be the right moment. When we have second game, then it's gonna be the right moment, because with your NFT, you're gonna have your skin in one game, in another game, in third game, and it's gonna be very like uh, fun for you to play with it around.
And is Candy gonna be the main token for all the games in the Sugarverse?
Yes, the idea is not to create like 20
Yeah.
tokens.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah, that there are always guys from Solana coming to me and saying, "Why don't you make a pump.fun coin?" Yeah,
Make make 5 coins per game. Like.
yeah, it sounds interesting, especially with what are they doing now with all their like live streams and so on. But yeah, we're staying with one coin, so the utility for this coin is only gonna increase in time. It's not gonna decrease, and we want to give the holders like something valuable, and we want to price it at this as something valuable. And of course, if it's not valuable, nobody's gonna buy it, and token is gonna die.
True. Now, why was Etherlink the right home for Sugar Match?
I think Etherlink is the right and only right home for Sugar Match, because we saw here the biggest support. First of all, there are a lot of other chains, but we saw at Etherlink and with Tezos the right partners to build our games, because we don't care so much about the that. Uh, if you can give us, if the chain has like millions and millions of users at the current moment, we're looking at what's going to happen in the next like 3-4 years, and we see that Etherlink could have millions and millions and millions of users, and we see that we're going to be one of the dApps that are going to provide those users to the ecosystem, and that is going to introduce to normal people the Etherlink ecosystem, and we're working on it. I can say only good words for the whole team of Etherlink. They're very supportive. They're giving us a chance to build those games. And also, I think it's super easy to use, like a chain. Also, it's very cheap chain. So, also with the newest update, I think they increased the transactions and all those the transaction speed and all those metrics. So I should check with the devs maybe, but uh, in essence it's a very technology advanced chain for us, and it's perfect for games. So we can build much more games on it, and we can increase the users on it, and this is gonna benefit both sides, so also the chain and also the gaming studio.
Now, has building on Etherlink changed your thinking for building in Web3 for the next Sugarverse titles at all?
I think we don't have like a second thought on this. We're gonna build again on Etherlink, and you know that our token is also, I think, trading on Arbitrum. It's not something that is mm, it's a well-known fact. Let's say that well, but the game is not. Sorry. So the game is not. The game is only on Etherlink, and we want to stay like that. I think this is the right way, and I think Etherlink gaming ecosystem is gonna grow much more in the coming like 6 to 12 months. Let's say that way, because I know some big projects are coming out. Of course, sugar gaming projects are also coming out, and there gonna be a lot of competition, a lot of new users. Every game I see it not as a competitor, but more like a partner, because if they bring users to the Etherlink ecosystem, they're most likely gonna play their game, our game, because nobody's playing just one game.
Now,
Uh,
we like to open up
Sorry.
the thing here. I'm going to interrupt Cryptonio real quick before its
Yeah,
question.
go.
We like to open it up for the last 15 minutes for questions. Would that be okay with you?
yeah, absolutely.
All right. So if anyone has any questions, throw up your hands. Cryptonio, go ahead with your question. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I didn't even realize we reached that point of the space already. But good call, Blanks. Nikolai, I was gonna say that um, I I do love your approach on this because you have shaped the game, at least your first title, Sugar Match. You have shaped it more Web 2 friendly, and like Etherlink is there to provide you, I suppose, the infrastructure for the game, but your main focus should be, and I guess it is, the Web 2 players, right? Because I see a lot of game developers, Web3 game developers that, look which chain has more users and stuff, but the biggest amount of users out there is outside of crypto, right? So that's the main target that most games should be targeting. Do you agree with that, or do you have a different view?
Do you know how many gamers are in Web3?
No, I don't have the numbers. How
the
many?
numbers the numbers are low. So the numbers are in the tens of millions, okay? And the users out there playing mobile games, they're in the billions. So it's like
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
and of
Small
course,
difference, small difference.
I'm not saying that we don't want Web3 users, but I'm saying that Web3 users, if they like the game, they're gonna come and play it on Etherlink, and I'm sure they're gonna come and play it when it becomes even more famous around all the Web3 spaces, etc. So
Right.
it's just a matter of time, and we like to say that we put an effort every day, and we're gonna get the results at some point of time. We're not in a hurry here, like we don't know want to have the results this month, and if we don't have those results, we're gonna stop building and so on. We're here for the long game, and I think this is the kind of people that are and projects that are rewarded at the end. Those that are building, that they're pivoting, that they're changing their mind and doing it in the right way. And I think it's easy to onboard users from the other chains. It's easy to onboard users from Solana. It's easy to onboard from, for example, Base, or for Ethereum, or for, I don't know. I'm not saying other names, but it's easy to onboard those users that are already in the Web3, because they're looking for not just fun, but they're looking also for the financial side of the things, and we're providing it. So with just one game, you're gonna get the potential to earn like $100,000, and this is gonna be the biggest reward in the game. But in the long run, we want also to onboard a lot of new users, and we know that not all of them are gonna be instantly become Web3 players just by creating them wallets. But we know that if we create them now wallet and we educate them, because we have also not only X account, we have like YouTube account, we have like Twitter account, TikTok account, like Facebook, Instagram, like everywhere. And some of them, they're gonna understand that they can use those wallets and they can do something else in the crypto. And also when they're living in some countries that adoption is higher, for example like Turkey, like Nigeria, I don't know, like Philippines, those countries, it's going to be even more easier for them to convert to Web3 players and join the Web3 space, and they're going to be much more Web3 gamers for all kinds of games out there, not only for ours.
You have mentioned that there are 4 more games in the works. What can you share about what's next in the lineup?
Yeah, so we're now starting to build our next game, and with saying this, we're definitely not gonna remove our attention from Sugar Match. So this is gonna be the core attention. We're distributing our team across 2 teams. One are gonna be the support for this game, which is the Sugar Match game. They're gonna introduce new features to the game, new things to the game, and even I think this week they're coming new bears to the game that people are gonna have the chance to buy them. And with the next game, we're starting building it from now, so it's gonna be ready around Q2 next year. This is our idea, to structure it like this, so we have enough time to build a third game until end of the next year. So we're predicting that gonna have 2 more games coming out next year, and we can of course make it much faster if we put like normal Unity like items, and everything is like in 100 or 1000 other games. But the idea here as a gaming studio, and this is our like thoughts, is that games are gonna be so successful as they're differentiating from the rest of the games. So we should differentiate with the animations, we should differentiate with the items in the games, and this is gonna make them more successful titles.
What do you imagine the Sugarverse looks like once all 5 games are live?
Okay, so once all 5 games are live, I will be a very happy man. Let's say it that way. Of course, we can produce much more, but this is like, let's see what's gonna happen until then. Let's see what's gonna be the success rate of those games. What are the metrics behind them, and then we're gonna evaluate the things, and we can create even more, of course.
Now, you did mention that you're adding more bears. This game's got these cheeky bear avatars. If people could pick a new avatar tomorrow, what would you personally want to see added?
And what would you, which is more important?
I want to know you. I mean, I would add probably, if we're keeping in theme with it, I mean, like worms just make sense, but I mean, you know.
Okay. So I will have you in mind. They're gonna be like some very interesting, like what kind? Okay, I will say you. Let me check what are gonna be the next ones. So they're gonna be definitely, some are gonna be like looking like ninjas. There are gonna be some that are looking like some nationalities. Some are gonna look like cowboys. Some are gonna look like knights, etc. So there are gonna be all kind of action players there, and we're gonna also push some only for the holiday seasons, for example, for the Halloween season, and we think this is gonna be fun for the players out there, and they're gonna want and buy those avatars and play with them and differentiate from the rest of the players and show they're like the boss of the game, so the best players in the game. Something that also here I'm saying something in addition, but something that we are thinking to introduce to the game in the coming weeks is a leaderboard inside the game, which is gonna showcase the top bears of the day, top bears of the week, of the month. So there is even more competitiveness introduced in the game.
We get some Avenger looking like bears. I like the Viking one, but I would love some Avenger looking like bears as well.
Okay.
Yeah, this is awesome. So, is there any chance that player created avatars could make it in?
Uh, this is very hard, man. I cannot take this from our art director, Mia. So she's our inspiration of the whole game, and she's the heart of the game. And I think she can possibly be suggested some sort of avatars, but she won't give it to another person.
I can respect that.
Maybe you could do some sort of one-time competition where the community creates some avatars and the best one, the most voted one, or something like that, makes it into the game or something like that.
You know that there is already a player that hit 1000x in our game.
Wow.
And this, yeah, he earned a lot. So this was at the 2000 G Candy lobby. So he earned uh, 200,000, 200,000 or 2 million. Yeah, 2000 for 1000, it's 2 million. Yeah, 2 million tokens, not tokens, but G Candy points. And we're gonna reward him something, but it's a surprise you're gonna see in the coming days.
Well, I'm not gonna give away too much about myself, but that spinning wheel, man, you've made it beautiful in this version. But yes, it is very effective. I love those spin to goes. Spin and goes are great. But anyway,
Play
Nick,
more games, win the 1000 reward, and you're gonna receive your personal bear.
all right, all right. Now you got me grinding. I'll put down poker and I'll start playing Sugar Match all day. Nikolai, which bear personality do you personally relate to the most out of all of them?
Yeah, I think I will choose one in the next season, and it's gonna be the Sheikh one. So it's like an Arab Sheikh.
I love it. I love it. You'll be styling. We don't know who the richest one is for sure.
Or who is giving the money.
Well, we'll know who Dad is. Yes, that is correct. Now, is there anything else that maybe I've missed or forgotten to touch on that maybe you'd like to share, or maybe I got wrong and need to correct me now? This would be your time to kind of share, plug anything you need to.
Yeah, I think I'm enjoying a lot the game, and I think a lot of the players that are playing the game are enjoying it a lot. And I think it's gonna be, if you check all the rest of the Web3 games, I think it's on another level. This is my personal opinion in this genre, which is the casual Web3 gaming, of course. And I think it's gonna be very fascinating. And please tell your friends to play just one match and to see how addicted they're gonna be after that.
Well, big thanks to Nikolai for joining us today and walking us through the launch of Sugar Match. If you want to try it out, download the game on iOS or Google Play and check sugarmatch.io for more info. And as always, Thank you to Tezos Commons for supporting Tuesday Tez Day. Visit tezoscommons.org to keep up with projects, events, and ways to get involved. And last but definitely not least, thank you for joining us today. We'll be back next Tuesday. Until then, stay curious, stay connected, and we'll catch you next time.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you for everything.
Is this thing working? Oh, yeah, okay. I'm running out of cables. I'm trying to set up my music stuff, which I've been putting off. This still reach? Barely. Oh shit. I almost tripped over. I gotta get an extension. Yeah. Man, gotta get the sound quality. So I need a aux cable. So I'm gonna be using this microphone, the ASMR microphone. Pick up all the small sounds, but also feed the piano sound directly into the mixer. So you get a little bit of both. Gotta figure out closer, further, closer. Maybe right there. And you can't see it, but the microphone will be right here. So you get the perspective of a person. Actually, I'm gonna put it right behind it. Kind of like that. I'm not gonna know what the sound quality is until it's like actually done. Gotta probably do the stream a few times and tweak it, but let's see. Pan left, pan right. A tiny bit of compression, not too much. Weird. Why is there no stereo? Turn that off for a sec. Why is it not working? Not doing. Oh God. 2 minutes. Play sound, choose play sound, that's right. Input. What's missing? Why is the panning not working? One and two. what the hell? Man. It's not getting the... Why? It has something to do with this. Input. Output. Well, let's listen. I can probably do it right here. Well, let's listen. I can probably do it right here. Well, let's listen. Sound is working, but it's not getting the stereo. And this is very important for this microphone. Ugh, man, I gotta get another XLR cable. Oh, in the meantime, let's listen to some music, huh? This isn't gonna get me in trouble. I'm always paranoid about copyright. Hey, that's done for now. Choose play to where to choose where to play sound. There's something here turning it into mono. It's like no 2 channels, yeah. Mono off, mono off, mono off. Input, yeah. I just turned it off. Okay, so if I turn it off, it doesn't work. Yep. Let's turn that off just in case. Just in case something's hogging it. Balance. Looks fine. What?
Left channel. Right channel.
Hey, it ain't working at all. Oh, it wasn't working this whole time. It's terrible.
Left channel.
Yeah, you don't hear that. It's not left. I hear it. Okay, I have an idea, but it's going to take a major overhaul.